and welcome to another episode of Your Majesty TV. Today's video is going to be, let me stop moving. Okay. Today's video is going to be, I'm gonna make some pan-seared salmon. Okay, I'm gonna pan-sear it and then I'm gonna broil it. All right, I'm making some braised mussels, some rice, and some asparagus. So, you know, real light meal, real sophisticated meal. So yeah, let's get into it. And by the way, if you are not subscribed, if you do not like, okay, this video, if you don't, if you don't watch my content, first of all, welcome. Second of all, subscribe, or what the fuck are you doing? You're lame. Period. All right. First, let me show y'all what I got going on. So, I have these mussels. They costed exactly $4.78. And you get 2 packs in here. I don't know. I guess they're pretty similar to clams. I think that these are a little bit tougher, like a little bit chewier. And I like that. Like, they have firm meat in it. Like, they almost kind of taste like, I don't fucking know, y'all. I don't know. Because I was going to say scallops, and that's a lie. But anyway. And then, let me show y'all the rice. So, I love these things. This is by Knorr. Olive oil and garlic brown rice. I like to use these because they cook in like 60 seconds. But I don't cook them in the microwave. I cook them on the stovetop. And I usually add like onion, garlic, cilantro in it. Sometimes chicken, stuff like that. So these are really convenient for me. Salmon is in here. I don't want to tilt the camera just yet, but I have 5 pieces, and let me show y'all the bag. Yeah, it's skinless. I don't like salmon with the skin on it. Like totally went to the store today and forgot, but normally I like to make like a garlic butter sauce with some wine. I do have some wine. It's not the wine I want. It is Moscato. Normally I would use like a Chardonnay or a Pinot, something dry. You just drop them up in there. I am going to go ahead and make all of them. I haven't had these in a little while, so. Okay, so hopefully y'all can see the mussels are like simmering. So I'm just going to move them around. I'm stop moving the camera. I'm just going to move them around. So I think that I'm going to get some dry wine, y'all, because I really don't want, I just can't. So I got this Chardonnay. Yep, I already poured some for myself. Sure did. Sure. So I'm going to take some Chardonnay. All right. I don't ever measure. So I just pour a decent amount in there. And that's how much I have left to myself. But, yeah, so I'm going to season this. I'm going to add a little bit of Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. This is the one I always get, just because I grew up using this seasoning. So, yeah. And some pepper. And that's it. I'm not going to add any salt because, first of all, this is like shellfish. It's in the shell. So, I just think that would be unnecessary. And plus, seafood and like mussels and stuff already have their own like sodium content. So, and just so y'all know, I know most people know this, but if you ever get one that's like this, that's closed, don't eat it. Because I know I just put it back in there, but I'm not going to eat that, okay? Because if you eat that, well, when they're like that, it means that they were already dead when they were caught. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. And, yeah. I know a lot of people like to eat live mussels, but I don't like them because they taste like the ocean. Like, they taste really fishy, and I don't like that. So I always get the frozen ones. You can't go wrong with these. If you don't like mussels, then that's another thing, but
I don't drink, so it don't take much for me to feel really relaxed. That's a glass or 2 of wine. That's why when I do drink, I drink just a tiny bit, just enough to keep the blood flowing.
And I like to get a piece of garlic, because I like garlic. Garlic is really good for you. Okay?
The Chinese
I said that in my last video, I think. I fucking love garlic.
An egg to it. Even cut up some scallions because I have tortilla raw.
Alright, so this is what my salmon looks like. Alright. I season this with some blackened seasoning. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? And some Mrs. Dash. And I'm going to put my pepper on there. I hope this comes out good, y'all. I really do. Because I haven't made salmon in a long time. And I'm going to squeeze this with some lemon. And then you're going to see me sear it. And I'm also going to broil it. Because broiling, what that does to fish is it makes it a little bit tighter. And, you know, it doesn't fall apart as much. So I'm only going to sear it for like literally a couple minutes before I put it in the oven to broil. I had to tell y'all something. So when I went out to go get some wine for my mussels, I got pulled over, bitch. That's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. Because, bitch, look it. I got a paint job and shit. You know, I was scared. But I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Because this was literally... I'm putting my grapeseed oil in right now. So quick story time, I guess. Girl, okay. That looks good. I hope that's straight, y'all. I really can't. So I have this on a pretty high temperature. So that I could get a real good sear. So, bitch. You know, I'm coming out my apartment complex. Really, I'm coming off the street that I live on. And I'm blasted Megan Thee Stallion, but you know, I ain't really feeling myself too much because I'm mad that I have to go outside any fucking way. Like, I went to the nail shop earlier. So I had to pee so bad. I had to pee. So I was like, shit, I gotta go home. I'm gonna use the wine that's in the house, which is that, it's like some Moscato and it's sweet. And I don't like to use sweet wine with my seafood because dry wine pairs better. You know, like everybody knows that. So yeah. So I go out. You know, I'm turning off, you know, out of an intersection onto the street. I see him. Here he comes. And he's like a police officer of the school. Now, if he was a police officer of like the town that I live in, then it probably, I don't know, it probably would have went a little bit different. I'm like, what did I do? What could I have possibly done? And he, you know, he takes forever to get out the car. I'm like, come on now, hurry up, because I'm gonna hit my vape, and I don't really want you to walk up on the car when I'm hitting my vape. So he's like, hey, how you doing, ma'am? I ain't say nothing. I was just looking at him. He was like, you know, it was like a whole script. He was like, hey, how you doing, ma'am? Da 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 da. I am officer such and such, and the reason I stopped you is because you didn't make a full complete stop at the stop sign. Da 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 da. It is going to be a state citation. Woo woo woo. Can I have your license and your insurance? I gave him the shit, and so he comes, and I like this entire time I didn't say shit. Like, I just gave him the shit, and I'm like, bro, this is what I fucking get. And so he's doing whatever he's doing in the car. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, my insurance card was expired, bitch. That shit is expired last month. But I have another one. I just don't have it like in my car. He comes back to the car and he's like telling me how much it's going. I was like, you know, he was telling me, you know, giving me the rundown basically. And I'm like, wait a minute, is it high? Is it high? It's gonna be high. He was like, well, the baseline is 125. I was like, fuck. He's like, nope, it's fine. Okay. You know, they do have payment plans, and you know, it could be under or it could be over. Da 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 da. I'm like, well, hopefully it's under because I don't fucking get pulled over. He had his flashlight, and that shit was bright. I'm like, damn. So he's like, yeah, that's not necessary. I'm not gonna do that to you. Blah blah blah. And I was like, well, that's what I get for going outside at like fucking 10 o'clock, and I told him I was in the middle of recording a video, and I told him to check out my YouTube channel. You know, he seemed very interested. He's like, what'd he say? He was like, oh yeah, get those 1,000,000 views. I'm like, period, sis. Kind of leaking. So when it does that, you see that? I'm gonna zoom in. Y'all see that little white that's leaking out? So when it does that is when I'm going to put it in the broiler. Well, in the oven. Okay, now I'm gonna get another pan. And in this pan, I'm going to make my, what should I make first, the rice? Yeah, I'm gonna make the rice. So I'm gonna chop up the onion, garlic, and cilantro, and then I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna cook my rice, and then yeah. Because yeah. Right. Alright, so I got my salmon right here. Zoom in on that. And I'm going to take this lemon and squeeze some on the salmon for that flavor and to kind of like seal in that moisture. And it's already seasoned really well, so yes. Forgot to add the cilantro while I was cooking it, so what I did was I just added it in there while it is still hot, and I'm going to cover this with a lid so that the flavor can like seep in there. But I needed that I needed the pan for my asparagus, which is the last thing, so let's get started on that. It's gonna pop, it's gonna pop. Ah! Ah!
I'll keep you safe in these arms tonight. Hold on to me, baby, and you see I can be all you need. And you see I can be all you. That boy DJ. I'll keep you safe in these arms tonight. Hold on to me, baby, and you see I can be all you need. And you see I can be all you. I'll keep you safe in these arms tonight. Hold on to me, baby, and you see I can be all you need. You see I can be all you need. I'll keep you safe in these arms tonight. Hold on to me, baby, and you see I can be all you need. You see I can be all you need. I'll keep you safe in these arms tonight. Hold on to me, baby, and you see I can be all you.
Alright, so I put on some more lip gloss, y'all, just for this part, because I always forget to do this part. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. Okay, it's been wonderful. It's been great. It's been an eventful night, actually. Not really, aside from that one little story time I told y'all, but thank you for tuning in. I still have the last of my asparagus cooking, but y'all already saw the clip of, you know, what an ideal plate would look like. So let me know if you want to see me cook anything else. Feel free to leave any comments, any suggestions, any feedback, yada, yada, yada. Keep it respectful because you got the right one. All right. Love you guys.